I have a short little story. On Monday, I had to go get fuel for my gen. And what I normally do is that I don't store. I don't like storing fuel. So what I do is that I get enough that will fill the tank and make sure that most of the time the jerry can is almost empty, because where I keep it is not so safe. Anybody could just get around there. So I try not to store fuel. Yeah. So at this particular filling station, I bought the fuel, and then while I was turning into the gen, it had this it looked like there was oil and water. It was the color. It was very dusty and red and all of that. And then when I was done, I held the jerry can and I saw this oil droplets. You know, they had formed into. It was messy. I knew something was wrong. This was on Monday.
This was your personal experience.
Yes, this was Monday.
Adultrated fuel that talk about.
I had it. So this was before. This was just when, you know. And then I had barbecues in Abuja. I started with Abuja, and then I started getting to Lagos Island, and then to the mainland. And then what I normally do is that from this particular station, because of proximity, I don't buy fuel for my car in that station, because I always want to go to the major stations. But I noticed this, and then I heard the news. And then apparently, it is quite true. A number of people had their cars spoiled.
I wanted to ask, is your gen still working?
Yeah?
Is your gen still working?
It definitely is. That's
gen will take it.
What make?
It will take it.
It's a strong gen.
That gen is solid.
It's solid gen.
So
how would it take it that yet cars are shutting down?
Well, because of the mechanism.
Yeah, the mechanism is quite different. I remember my former gen would even. There's a time when there's a part of my compound where it was of course you draw. No, it's bigger than that. But so what happened is that even when rain water would submerge the gen,
it will still come.
It will stop, and then once it will start.
Give me the brand.
That gen, very solid. So it took, but it was bad.
Well, you know something
it would
about
do something worse to a car.
adulterated thing. First of all, it's been around for about 3 weeks. But people have been isolated incidents have been complaining. A friend of mine actually, who worked for the company you used to work for, put this out. Wow. Actually, and we were all like, oh, sorry, until it started happening everywhere, and everybody started saying. But you know, the funny thing is this: we can't. There's nothing we can do. Because at the end of the day, you still have to go and buy fuel, and there's still that risk that you might buy that adulterated fuel. Yeah. Personally, what I've done, if you guys notice, I haven't been driving all week.
Yeah, true.
Because if I do drive, then I stand the risk of damaging my car, because I'll have to buy fuel someplace. So what I've done is I've had to rely on my bike, which is easier to fix if I do have adulterated fuel problems. Wow. But what can anybody else do who's a normal person who has to drive to work every single day?
Well, it's time for us to look out for ourselves, I'm guessing, because this, first of all, I'm not going to blame the governments now, because this is also an individual problem. So we have individual owners who own these filling stations. Before they get this fuel, which of course, this is as a result of excess amount of ethanol and methanol in the fuel. So before you get them, who's vetting it? Is there quality? Is there a quality control process that goes on before this fuel is being, distributed to customers?
That thing we just said is very, very deep. Yeah. When you say individuals or perhaps not the government, it goes deep. But this dragnet drags everybody in.
I know that.
There's almost nothing they can do.
Yeah.
Almost nothing. Why? Because this. We can't go into all of that, but this is from a sole importer. You know, they know what happened. They know how this fuel came in.
That's what I'm saying. Before it gets to them. That's what I'm saying. By the time it gets, who's checking it over there? Okay, let's assume that somebody there is being corrupt. When it gets here, before it is distributed to all the other channels. So if I own a filling station now, for example, and I'm getting fuel, do I have a quality control person who's checking?
The cost of having a quality control person who's going to vet your fuel and then turn that ship around,
to be honest,
nobody wants to take on
that cost, right? To be honest, I think it's all a political play. I don't think it's just basic that we just have bad fuel, we don't know where it's coming from. Oh yeah, let's start checking. I don't think it's that simple.
We can't tell you who exactly it is.
Exactly. I don't think it's that simple.
They know.
We
know they know.
Yeah, I get it. But then I'm sure wherever this play is coming from already has thought about the implications, because, well, to be honest, at the end of the day, it comes back to us, the masses, because we are the ones who's going to suffer it. Because yesterday I heard that people traveling, flight rate has gone up, which is, of course, going to affect road transportation. The transport owners are already calling for strike. You know, it's all
going to ground the economy at the end of the day.
It goes way beyond just the fuel. That's what we actually see. Because the mere fact that we're so dependent on fuel in the first place is a political play. They're now literally, so I just believe it's just something building on another thing. So I just think it's really sad. We just need to be really careful. And
So you know,
just
two
And I
things.
guess we're at that place where we need
Two
to start
things.
bringing in electrical cars.
When you mentioned...
Hey, don't go there.
When you
I don't even want to do it.
Wait.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Remember that 2 weeks ago we saw an ad. We saw Arnold Schwarzenegger who was picked out to play Zeus somewhere. And we saw that picture. I was like, okay, what's coming up? It's an ad for an electrical
Exactly.
car. I saw the electrical car. I saw the full ad yesterday. The ad also had Salma Hayek playing hair. It was beautiful. The world is really moving
Are
electrical.
you saying we should
You
go?
know?
Oh, we don't
No,
have
I mean, we already
alternatives,
have
obviously.
hybrid
But then
cars.
there's one thing you have to understand, yeah? Chaos is a ladder.
Aha. True.
That's
Nice.
all I have to say.
Very nice way to put it, actually. But hey, it's unfortunate that we cannot give you solutions for this.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is just be careful where you buy your fuel.
Yes.
If you guys find if you find any fault with your vehicle, don't keep running it.
Yeah,
Just
shut it down.
stop. Don't.
Yeah, but I
keep
also
running.
think that even before you
down.
buy your fuel, maybe you put it in a
Shut it
keg
down.
to check it
Oh,
first.
we should be carrying keg along with our
You have to
Let me test your petrol.
At the detriment of your car engine, at the detriment of your car engine, you're not buying the keg first.
Why
you're
is
checking
that?
your car first.
So you said, wait, just go back. This you said is true. When
It's
I- when I
true.
went out
Yes,
first,
no.
that bad
True.
one. I went to the keg to New Station. I said, risk the keg first. Guys,
Yes.
like this.
Yeah.
But by the way, just before we go out, a big shout out, Olamide Alima. One day, you're going to come on this show.
I'm telling you.
Discussion. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We'll be back.